Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. I told you to wait for this. That's why I made a video, because we were going to get some major information. They were hyping it up for days now, saying, hey, check out TGS. You'll like what we have to announce there. Today we got some actually major info for the game. A lot of things from the devs themselves. A lot of this may be just PR talks, some of it, but a lot of it is obviously what we expect from the game. I don't think anybody's too shocked to see this information. Let's go through it. New to the channel, like and subscribe. Also, leave a like today. You're gonna like this one. So officially, TGS, I think, is wrapping up now. I think today's the last day, or it's already wrapped up. It's one of the two. But again, we have the official statement over here from the CEO and the head of, again, Shift Up and Nikke, talking and just giving us an idea of what their plans are to come. And this is, again, it's major information theoretically, because we were waiting for this confirmations left and right, and they keep on coming left and right. So if I get another comment saying, like, hey, go, that collab you keep mentioning is not happening, I'm gonna flip out. But let's go. Over here again, CEO of Shift Up. We will continue Nikke for the service again, or for service for 20 years. Obviously, again, it's a statement. Will that come true? I could definitely see Nikke going 10. I could definitely see it. I'm talking potentially 15. We'll see. 10 though is 100%. Dude, Nikke will last for a good amount of time, right? 20 years, we'll see. It's usually PR talk, but for 10 years, let's look in a future like that. We could definitely make it. I could see 20 years. I could see 30. Let's do it. Interview again with the CEO and director of, again, Nikke at TGS Media, or, Tokyo Game Show. At the Tokyo Game Show, the Level Infinite got us a victory, Nikke, here and after. Booth was packed with people, had captured the attention. Oh, we don't care. It's just basic talk. We don't care about this stuff. What we care about is the good stuff over here. At the Tokyo Game Show, Shift Up CEO again and the director cited Nikke's strengths as the four following: the appeal of its characters, its deep scenarios, its high quality graphics, and the fun of shooting. They also explained that the solid content density based on love between users and characters, as well as between users and the game, is also the reason it is so loved. Regarding Nikke's future, he said, our goal is to lay a solid foundation for long-term service for 20 years, and asked for much interest and love for the upcoming second anniversary event. Over here, it was impressive that Japanese users formed long lines and waited for the event at TGS 2024. What are the driving force behind Nikke's success and, again, being loved from the Japanese users? Nikke, or thankfully Nikke, is loved not only by Japanese users, but also by, the global market. I think the four strengths of the game are the charm of the characters, the scenario that allows you to feel a variety of emotions, high quality graphics, and the fun of shooting. CEO Kim, when I participated in TGS 2022, I was in the position of promoting the game before its release, but now many people are aware of it. The development perspective has changed a lot in the last 2 years since its release. Previously, the concept was to provide impactful content that, again, users can enjoy. While servicing Nikke, I realized that the most important thing is love, although it may, again, vary depending on the game genre. This is true not only between the user and the game, but also the character and the user. Complex emotions such as love, anger, jealousy, and love and hate, and create a solid fun relationship. And yeah, we don't really care about the stuff, bro. We gotta get good stuff. Here we go. I read the entire thing. I'm like, wait, something good here? No, it starts here. The second anniversary is coming soon. Can you briefly spoil the events and the new characters? Since anniversary content is announced through broadcast, this time it will be also released through official channels, which I can tell you that the volume is much larger again than the first and 1.5 anniversaries, which we can tell they're doing a lot of pre-hype up. They're doing a lot of advertising, so there you go. We are also especially putting a lot of effort into the second anniversary minigame. We chose a genre that is difficult to develop, so I thought that users will enjoy it as much as the development team worked hard. It's hard to name the character, but let me give you a hint. Nikke always provides content based on the story. I think it's probably one of those within the expected boundaries. Yeah, they're basically saying within the expected boundaries, you already know who it is. Within, again, who you expect it to be. It's probably between, obviously, Cinderella or Grave. Most likely it's Cinderella. They're saying this again to the JP audience, which, again, JP and KR are boycotting for Cinderella. If they don't get Cinderella, they're burning the game down. I hope you know that. So they 100% are basically saying it's Cinderella here. The performance of the recently released collaborations in general in Nikke's is very good. The performance is gradually becoming more standardized, but is there any preparation for power inflation? Because Nikke was aimed at providing content that was different from other games, it also was released in a relatively awkward or lacking state. Over the past 2 years, we have been making up for those shortcomings. We always listen to opinions regarding power inflation. We are currently in the process of refining the direction. As always, we will not ignore user opinions and will provide sufficient explanations and countermeasures. When can we expect to see the Stella Blade collaboration? Remember, they have publicly stated 10,000 times it's coming. Remember that. I think it will make an announcement at a meaningful time. It has to do with the expansion period of Stella Blade when they get their, DLC and collab. I will tell you soon. It is not the second anniversary, so I will hope, again, you focus entirely during the second anniversary. Remember, we're getting this collaboration very soon, right after New Year's. We're basically running into the time when this collaboration can go live, around April, March. Around there, it most likely happened. But remember, they're publicly saying it because it's common knowledge now. They already kind of said it through interviews, through press marketing, through Stella Blade's channels. They've been saying we're doing a collaboration with Nikke. Get ready for it. But a lot of, again, Nikke players doubt it. So when it officially gets announced by their Twitter, I'll bring that to you. But it's kind of confirmed now, right? They've been saying this 10,000 times. The biggest difference between the main scenario and the side scenario was the dubbing, but the standards seem to be vague at the moment. Are there any standards for dubbing? It's because of the nature of the Nikke Development Lab. We put in as much content as we want to put in and do. At first, we only voiced the recording for anniversary events and main quest, but we are gradually increasing the amount. So dubbing will obviously happen more often, but we'll see when that actually is. Are you planning any more offline events? We are discussing it internally. Of course, we want to hold events like One Line and other big events. We decided that would be the best to do it when we can do it perfectly, that users are satisfied. We are currently in discussion and preparation stage. Shift Up has achieved great success in the Japanese gaming market. Through the preparation, I'm curious if Shift Up thinks users tend to be like. I don't think any of this is really. If you want to pause and read it, you're more than welcome to. Doesn't look like it's important for us to read through. Many of new Nikkes were released as part of the Tetra line, Elysian, which has a limited pool of performance characters that's having a hard time conquering corporate towers. Are there any plans to improve this? Good question. Look at this. Look up. We are aware of this and are discussing a precise solution rather than forcing a quick solution. Rather than forcing the number of tower personnel, we plan to design specific key characters that break through. Since we are releasing a game centered on the story, there may be an imbalance between companies, but we'll pay more attention to adjusting it in the future. And yeah, I'll be honest here. This response is kind of sucky. It's like, dude, I don't care about the story. The functionality of the game is failing. It's like, dude, you see Tetra Tower on most whale accounts. Massive, dude, massive progression. You see Elysian and Missilus. It's just like a chart going down. It's insane how bad those two progress through because you just don't have good characters for it. Again, I get that story, and that's why Tetra has so many. It's annoying. I don't care for the story right now. I want to be able to play the feature, and I can't play the feature because of a story reason, right? It's like enough. It's enough Tetra, dog. You can release that Tetra, in a little bit, but yeah, it's a very annoying thing to deal with. So that's my take. Okay, it's my take. I heard a lot of Japanese game companies, the TGS, that the story was a strong point. Yeah, I don't think you care about this. Perception of the strength of the Korean games and their storytelling is not difficult or regional, but the global thing over here, Nikke relies on heavy scenario writers. Again, we expected that. Nikke is good for the reason of story. Looking at the recent animation quality, it seems like the release of an anime is just around the corner. Should we look forward to it? Do you plan on improving the animation after its initial release? We would like to expand in various routes, but we are currently in the process of exploring them. No matter what the content is, we will never compromise the quality. I have no intention of remaking animations I made in the past because of the poor quality. The emotions I conveyed to users back then are intact, and if I were to remake them, there would definitely be emotions that would be lost. I think the preservation is a decision for the users. Animation is important, but I had a lot of energy poured into, again, one source multi-use. I'd pour into these games. If I could get the quality while being completely immersed, I'd try. Okay. Was there a special reason for choosing the Evangelion collaboration? I had my own selfish desires, but it was a title that I had to do someday. The Asuka and Rei I drew didn't pass the thing over here, so I'll try my best to show them to you personally. Are you planning to or reviewing or preparing the latest IP collaboration? We are preparing a huge collaboration with the latest IP, Stella Blade. We are also preparing collaborations with IPs that will interest new users and IPs that no one expected, so please show a lot of interest. Okay, can we now like stop the "oh my god, Stella Blade's not coming" comments? Like, geez, dude, they've said it 10,000 times. I'm sure, almost sure that they're not lying if they're saying it that many times. It's most likely your next collab based off of the roadmap I showed you 2 days ago. It's like, it's solidified, but you know, I don't know. Are there any important factors to considering the Korean sound of Nikke? Comfortable with voice actors, understand the manual process. Okay, voice actors. The red-headed costume was awarded to the #1 popularity poll. Users that do not have this cannot use this. They receive it. Wouldn't you be able to pick up period for future popularity votes? That's a good idea. We'll discuss it internally. That's like the thing of, yeah, don't spoil it. Shh. We'll work on it. You know, it's a great idea. Great suggestion. We'll talk about it. Look, everything else has like such long responses. They're like, yeah, shh, we'll talk about it. So yeah, again, most likely they know this, right? And obviously you have like people asking this question too, so they know this, bro. Are there any goods over here? Slippers. Okay, this is like goods if you're buying stuff. What's going on with Champion Arena? It's complete, but there was a delay because we needed to secure Q&A time. That's because we pushed ourselves hard during our 1.5 anniversary. Usually when we push ourselves too hard to make everything we want to make, the next schedule becomes difficult. But since it's the nature of Development Lab, we won't stop it. Please be generous and understand. We will come back to you with fun content. So we'll see. It seems like there's a lot of things to pay attention to since it's a combination of 2D and 3D. For example, Raptor hides in 3D battlefields. Are there any difficulties such as bugs to make it difficult to aim? It's nothing to really care about. There are instances where Nikke influencers other subculture games. Again, like Girls Frontline and Azure Lane Nikke skin. What do you think? I'm actually happy that there are contents that satirize games or are similar to them. I'm thankful that this is happening because our game is doing well and is being recognized. I think it's interesting that our game can make someone's thing over there. However, I'm not sure if the publisher level Infinite thinks the same. Damn. I mean, like Nikke's stolen hundreds of things. Not to be that guy, but they've taken inspiration from, quote unquote. So, I mean, I don't know if you can really do anything about that, but yeah, what a response right there. I'm not sure if the publisher level Infinite thinks the same. Nikke stole a lot, bro. Okay, I mean, some updates are very heavily themed. Killer Wife. Nobody reminds me of her. I'm not being that guy, but you know. What a way to say it. Japanese mobile game market is in decline, considering Nikke's long-term service. How do you plan to pursue it in the future? Even if Japanese mobile game market stagnates, the number of users of subcultures 2D is increasing. We are preparing collaborations with good IPs, attractive content, and various events that can attract new users. Regional expansion is also one of the considerations. We'll see. Could that mean the CN server they're talking about? There's a lot of talk about the art book 1.5. We are preparing it. There's a lot of art. What is your future shift up roadmap? Although Nikke is the title that's currently very popular, we know very well that it's difficult to maintain this position. We will not rashly try to new things or diverse things, but invest in making existing titles more attractive. We'll continue to develop Stella Blade so that it is again reborn as a good IP, and we plan to expand the region and platform one by one. We are expanding the pipeline by recruiting good people, and Stella Blade, Nikke, and other games in different areas will be created. Rather than being prolific, we focused on gathering good people and making high quality games. Shift Up is a rare company whose business division does not do publishing. We cannot do publishing carelessly, so we are working with Level Infinite, the best publisher. We will show you how much development power we have in the future. What about future Nikke services? Nikke is a game where all the content is designed around the main scenario, so the main scenario is very important. We have about 2 years worth of content currently, and we plan to keep it with consistent value. The remaining content, such as shooting and minigames, will be developed in a flexible manner so that users can, again, pursue various fun while also being able to follow the direction they want. What is more important than the current roadmap is user feedback and adaptability to the situation. Nikke is about to celebrate its 2nd anniversary. The ultimate goal is to make the game that we love for over 20 years. The length of time I have worked in the game industry, I don't know what to do yet, but I will try various things in line with the users. It's important to lay down a solid foundation for Nikke to be able to provide servers for 20 years, and it is again one of the company's current agendas or most important agendas. Please look forward to the Nikke 2nd anniversary event. is a very good time for a comeback. So, very good article again altogether. I'm sorry if I yapped for a bit here. It's a 15-minute video, but there's a lot of good stuff in here overall. But if we want me to do a quick little TLDR before to the end here, they want to keep the game going for 20 years. They want to keep investing into Stella Blade. Obviously, again, whatever they say here, it's PR stuff. They are working and diversifying very quickly. You already know that they're working on the next game, and you already know that they're just sort of stringing along the other games while trying to, again, diversify. They're not just putting all their eggs in Nikke's basket, they're separating it. So again, as much as they say we're keeping these games up, they are, but again, they're diversifying at the same time. So that is definitely true. Over here, we're getting an art book at some point. Over here, the game will be fine. Don't worry about it. We have collaborations and special things planned. Level Infinite doesn't like these things. That's kind of what that says. Over here, I didn't really read this. Champion Arena's coming soon. Sorry about that. We got delayed. New goods are coming soon, like merch. Maybe a rerun. We'll see. Over here, dubbing. Yeah. Over here, Stella Blade's your next IP. Over here, why'd you choose this? Bias and plus Level Infinite said so. Over here, we're not going to redo any animation. Maybe an anime is planned. We don't know. We can't tell you. Over here, Korean games and story. The game relies on story. It's a good story. Over here, story is strong. It is strong, basically. Over here, we'll try to get more Legions, but we got to keep it in line with story. So you're going to get a lot more Tetras, possibly. That's like the thing. We're not going to force the release of Legion or that. We're just going to keep doing whatever. That's kind of what that said, bro. I'm not lying. Over here, basically just it's a success. Who cares? Are there any offline events being prepared? Probably. Obviously not globally, but yeah. Over here, dubbing and such. We'll try to do more dubbing for events. It's been increasing. When can we expect this? I can't tell you right now, but enjoy the 2nd anniversary. Obviously, most likely it's in March. Over here again, power inflation. Not really wasn't much of an answer there. Over here, 2nd anniversary, can you spoil something? You expect a character. We're releasing that expected character. And again, super special minigame. Very hard to develop, but you'll like it. And then again, be ready for the anniversary stream. It's going to be released most likely to a broadcast as usual. So yeah, that's basically the entire article here. Very long article, very big yapping, but overall, I think it's going to be a pretty good thing. Stella Blade is basically confirmed. Can we establish that now? Hopefully. But yeah, again, that's the interview over at TGS. That's why I told you earlier they're gonna probably make some major announcements there, or again have some major news in these Q&As, and it was true. They did have some major news in here. So let me know what you think. That's what I got for you here today. And yeah,